Hello, friends. I'm a minute late. Uh-oh. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. My name is Sarah Keller. I'm the owner of Not Another Hat, coming to you live from inside the store, just like I do every Tuesday at the same time. I have a mess of things to show you today, and hopefully a list to keep me organized. So, hello and welcome. I hope you all had a great weekend, especially those of you who were tuning into the Have a Ball Fall Crawl broadcasts. Our live show was on Friday afternoon, and we had such a good time. It was a little crazy because it's the first time that we have done um, our Have a Ball Fall Crawl presentation during open store hours. We've been lucky every year we've been able to do it outside of store hours or like open an hour late. And so this time it was extra spicy. So there's still time to participate if you are interested. Even if you sign up right now, you'll still get to watch the next 2 days coming up on Friday, Saturday, but you will also get all of the replay recordings. So it's not too late at all. If you just want to get on board the Have a Ball Fall Crawl train, you can still sign up on the haveaballfallcrawl.com website. It's $10. That gets you access to all the recordings from the first weekend, including moi. And then that gets you access to the live Zoom links for the upcoming 2 final days. So there's still 8, I think, great shops. Great shops still to come. So definitely go check that out. Sue, it was your first Have a Ball Fall Crawl, and you won a prize. I'm so excited to hear that. So let's see. Oh, I forgot to grab. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. Okay, my very first thing on the list, and I was supposed to grab it right before I started. So I want to give you an update on my own personal knit along choice. So as you probably have heard, and if not, go check out our website for all the details. We're having a fall knit along hosted by Miss Ingrid. Y'all know she's fabulous. She's going to give you all the details. And she's made 1 million Minimi knits already, and she's cast on 2 million more. So I have finally chosen what I'm going to make for our knit along when we kick it off at the beginning of October. I'm going to do the basic V. It's not one of the 4 that we recommended, or is it? Now I've got them all mixed up. I've spent so much time looking at these sweaters. I don't think so. At any rate, I'm going to use Arno from Berroco in this salt and pepper colorway, which is a little marled. Swatched it on yesterday. Swatched it yesterday and got gauge. It's perfect. No, okay, so it's not one of the 4. Thank you, Julia. I didn't think it was. But this yarn I actually have in my stash. I bought it back in 2020 during the shutdown. And it was long before we ever carried it. And so I never made the sweater that I bought it for. Don't really even remember what that was. But turns out I bought exactly the right number of balls, which is 8, to make my size of the basic V. So I am so stoked. It is staring at me. I did my swatch, and I'm going to resist casting on until I have the hiccups in the middle of a freaking live. Come on. I'm going to resist casting on until we kick off our knit along. But I just wanted to give you an update. So there's still plenty of time for you to go sign up to participate. When you sign up at the bottom of our blog post, it explains all of the knit along details. Then you'll be sent an email that will give you a 10% off link or code for buying the products for your own choice. And we have a ton of information. In fact, if you missed it, Ingrid and I did a whole live video about yarn options for the knit along. So please join us. It's going to be a great time. Okay, that's one thing. Next. So I had some fun new bundles I debuted for Have a Ball Fall Crawl. I have 2 more bundles that I haven't debuted yet. So first one is for Meet Me at Midnight. This is a beautiful shawl, and I knit this is by Cheryl Faust. I knit this in Berroco Ultra Wool DK. And it was so much fun to make. It's all slip stitches, so do not be intimidated by color work. It's mosaic, which means one color worked per row. It's so much fun, so easy, and it just takes one ball each of Ultra Wool DK. This is one sample of the bundles I've put together. So as I do, because I can't help myself, I've created grab and go bundles for Meet Me at Midnight. Now this is super affordable because it's Ultra Wool, which is like considered a workhorse, but it's so much nicer than just a workhorse. It's just super lovely. It's super wash wool, but it does not feel slimy. We know what that means. We all know about slimy superwash. This is not slimy superwash. And it's just a really cozy, lovely shawl to wear during fall and winter. So check out the bundles that I have listed for you on the website and see if maybe it's something that you would like to take on. So that's one of 2 new bundles that I have. But there's another. But wait, there's more! The other is we have fresh new bundles of 11/3. So this dreamy little shawlette is one of my designs, and it is designed in Dream in Color Lamb and Goat, which is so delectable. So delectable. Lamb and Goat is 90% New Zealand wool and 10% cashmere. And oh, does that cashmere sing? So it's a very simple little shawlette. It's got a nice texture pattern through the main body, and then you just bind off in your contrast color here. And so I have put together, we had some color combos back when this shawl first came out, and I've done almost entirely all new combos. So it's a nice little 3 skein bundle. These are 50-gram skeins. Actually, they're a funny size, I think. Nope, 50 grams. Okay. Each has 190 yards. It's a fingering weight yarn, but this is one example. This is Lilac and Dahlia. I thought this would be so pretty. Could you imagine like this icy blue and then the edging in this Dahlia? There's a ton. I think there's like 12 or something. So you can check out all the details there. Now, as always with our bundles, we like to make them a little bit discounted off if you were buying all the yarn a la carte. And with the 11/3 bundle, you get the shawl pattern as well. So yeah, those were 2 new bundles that I created. They're not for the Hava Ball Fall Crawl. I just happen to have also had them in the works because, again, can't help myself. Really, you guys, no, there is very little self-control about anything yarn related in my life. So on that note, okay, sorry, I'm such a spaz. Tosh has released 2 special Texas-inspired colorways in honor of I think it was the Dallas Fiber Festival. You may or may not know, but actually Tosh is based out of Texas. So even though it's owned by Laura Zander, who's in Nevada, the company itself started in Texas and she kept it there because the employees are all very long-term. And so she didn't want to uproot everybody and make everything all just disjointed. So anyways, they created these 2 special colors in honor of, Nudie. Nudie is a first name. I'm not saying get nude. And I've just blanked on her last name. It's a fashion designer out of Texas, and she had a bright, colorful personality. And so they've created 2 colors. Rhinestone Rosy, which is a TML gorgeousness. I love everything happening in here. No, sorry, this one's Nudie Suit. Nudie Suit. Nudie Suit is this one. Thank you, Julia. And so this is in honor of the designs that Nudie something made. And then this one's Rhinestone Rosy. And this is one of those Barker wool colors, the planned pooling. This is what I acquired, you guys. I can't help it. It's a disease. It's an illness. It's the best kind of illness. So, okay. So I have picked out Whiskey Barrel to be the counterpoint to my Rhinestone Rosy, and I'm going to make another Audacious. You remember this? I showed you this a couple months ago. Oops, it's sideways. This is the Leslie and Robinson brioche planned pooling shawl, and I'm gonna do another one in these colors. Um, mhm. And guess what? I actually had a whole skein of whiskey barrel in my stash. Yeah. Are you surprised? I have, well, never mind. Let's not talk about that. So, I know it is. Me too, Julia. It's one of my favorite ones that has come along by far. So I'm super excited, except, okay, I did wind the yarn. But I promise you, I'm not going to cast it on until I finish some other stuff. I promise. I promise you. Okay, but I did cast on something else. Okay, this is a total tangent because this is not something I sell at the store, but I have to tell you about it because in our club meetup this weekend, so club members, we get a special little knit night or knit day or knit hour just for club members. We meet up on Zoom and we just hang out and talk about whatever. And so Saturday was our meetup, and club member Kim and I have long talked about that we both own Bohus kits from Angora Garnet in Norway and Sweden, Norway, Sweden, I don't remember now. Norway. Um, I've had mine, I believe, for 13 years. I think I got it in 2010. You have to order it straight from them. They are not cheap. It's a very special yarn. It's dyed by them. It's an Angora merino blend, so it gets this fuzzy halo that is the signature look of a boho sweater. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Bohus, Bohus, vintage knits, and soak it all in. So I will be making wild apple. That's what my kit is. So it's all like pre-sized. There's a million colors. In fact, wait, let me count. 14 colors. I'm going to flash my chart really quick because I don't want to give away any trade secrets. But I am going to be knitting this. I got gauge. Actually, I did not get gauge. I swatched on a US 1.5, and the gauge is supposed to be 8.5 stitches to the inch, and I got 7 3/4 after blocking. And I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to knit one size down. I would have made the fourth size. I'm going to make the third size, and I did the math. It's going to come out right. I just couldn't conceivably, if I went down, I don't know. It just wasn't any point in trying to go and get that gauge. So here is the very beginning of Wild Apple. Actually, I'll show you on this side because I've actually started the next row with the third color. So it's very subtle now, but hopefully I'll have more to show you in a month or so. So it's a whole beautiful yoke. And the tradition of Bohus is that they did not just these color work, stunning imagery, but they incorporated purl stitches, which gives you an extra little pizzazz in that. So I'm excited. Kim is who challenged me. She's supposed to start hers too. I have yet to see proof that that's happened. Kim, the race is on. I'm doing the color work on a 1.5. Yeah, so I did my neckline on a 0 because that took forever. It literally took, I was supposed to make the neckline 2 inches long, and I called it at 1.5 inches because I think for me, look, I'm really short from here to here. I don't have a lot of extra room to play around. I called it at 1.5, and that had taken me 2 hours to do my neckline on size 0s in 1x1 ribbing. Yeah, right. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a peek of that because I thought you guys would find that to be fun. I have one last thing I want to tell you, and that is that we have bumped up the discount on what's left of our Dreams circular needles. So if you're a wood needle fan, the Dreams are lovely. We are just moving on to the Clover Bamboo Takumi needles, and so we don't have enough room to have multiple choices of each material for needles, and so we're letting go of the Dreams in favor of the Takumis, but these still are really great needles, and we have them at 40% off. 40. So if this is your needle, or you just would like a few backups and a few sizes, go check that out. Scoop them up before they're gone. We still have the 40 inchers. They are not on sale because right now the Takumis don't go past 32. I'm anticipating that'll change. So if and when the Takumis add longer lengths, we will also close out the 40-inch streams. But for now, you can get the 16, the 24, and the 32-inch streams at 40% off. Okay, I think that was the last thing I have on. Yep, check, 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 check. That's everything. Yeah. So I hope you have a lovely week. It's raining here. I love it. This pluvial file is really, really happy. So let's say I hope the weather is whatever you wish it would be in your area. How's that? And because I know not everybody's a fan of the rain and the gray and the sweater weather. Go light a candle. Oh, it's just dumping right now too. I love it. All I want to do is knit. All I want to do is knit. And I have actual work, like sit at the computer work. You guys, somebody send me a clone so I can make the clone do the work and I can do the knitting. All right, that's all. That's all I got for you. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. It's a date. Bye.